What is Arm Cannon? Oh, it's 120 base power, and the only drawback is a special defense drop. Holy crap. Off 125 attack. Jeez! That thing's way stronger than I realized. The first thing we see in this matchup is pretty interesting. Population Bomb is a normal type move that Mousehold loves to spam, and it's just not doing anything this match. I see two Ghost types who it doesn't even touch, and then Clodsire and Celesteela who are incredibly tanky. It's a liability this match, but maybe he has some other tech on it. I think the Thwacky is interesting because it protects the T-Tar and the Heatran so well. So the Wonder View leads off with Trick Room right away, going into the Gliscor, getting a giant knockoff done to it, losing its Thick Club, cuts its damage in half, but it is the fastest thing on the field. And then Hazy switches right into a Pokemon that's weak to Marowak, giving his Latias up, turn 1. Then Gliscor gets chunked, but due to the Toxic Orb, it's able to heal off a considerable amount of damage. We go right into Ditto. And this just doesn't seem like a great matchup. There's not much Ditto can do. See, it's going to heal itself. If it's like a Scarf Ditto, then it has to switch like that. Yeah, its knockoff will do chip, but the Toxic will heal it. Celesteela, going for a substitute set, has its leftovers knocked off. And I just saw something interesting. Tidy Up gets rid of substitutes? I legitimately didn't know it did that. So Celesteela is going for like a Leech Seed stall type set, but Heatran sort of puts an end to that right away. As Clodsire gets trapped into this with the Magma Storm, it's able to heal off the damage Heatran's doing, but then it gets taunted, and the Clodsire hits an Earthquake. So the Heatran's just about dead, but so is the Clodsire. I think if he can recover here, he doesn't go for the recover. He decides to just kill it, which relieves the Magma Storm, but the taunt is still on, so he switches out. Reasonable. And then we're on the Mousehold, which is not a great matchup for the Celesteela, knowing that Tidy Up gets rid of the substitute. So now Celesteela, it's like a boosting Flame Charge Celesteela. Oh, this Population Bomb isn't going to do anything. Celesteela is way too tanky for this. But it's just covering my entire screen. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Okay, the speed's going up. This is actually probably going to help Celesteela, because it has a hard time. The flinch. Oh my god. So it got flinched. Celesteela didn't get to move this turn. And then we go right in for more Population Bombing to follow it up. But if the Celesteela can get another speed boost off, it honestly might be good, because this speed is going to help it substitute Leech Seed its opponent better. Yeah. Is a +2 Celesteela faster now? Okay, we're protecting. Gliscor wants to knock off. I don't know if that's going to kill a Celesteela, though. Is HP ground? What the fuck? What were you running HP ground for? Anyway, Ditto. It was a Scarf Ditto, so it was really useless when it was in on versus Gliscor. As we have a Giga Drain Thwacky. I used that last season. This thing is so good. It's so much better than it has any right to be. Because these Giga Drains, they're terrain boosted. It's healing from the terrain. It's protecting the Heatran. It's protecting the T-Tar. It spreads seeds. It spreads knockoffs. It U-turns. It's so good. For no reason. Where are we at? So we got two iconic steel types going head-to-head right now. A Mega Mawile with its huge power ability. This thing's got a ton of damage, and honestly, looks like if set up right, it can almost solo TJ's team. But I guess the bullet-punching Lucario scares it off. Goof Meek running not only a shiny Chandelure, but a Flame Body-looking defensive Chandelure. I had Chandelure, I want to say Season 3. Defensive was by far my favorite. And I don't know about you guys, but I've only ever seen Chandelure being like this scarfed offensive Pokemon. But holy shit, defensive Chandelure is amazing. Spreading Flame Body the way we just saw is really efficient. It's great for switching in on common things like Scizor. Anything that likes to U-turn, you can just switch in, hit them with the Flame Body, burn them, take like no damage. It's a great option for spreading burn throughout your opponent's team while still being able to scare them with offensive pressure, because it's a Chandelure with like 120 special attack stat. Like it hurts. And then you know, gets Terra Dark crunched. That hurts. I wonder what made him think to use that. I mean, honestly, it looks like a great answer to Chandelure. Like, if he sees that as a threat to his team, Lucario absolutely baits out Chandelure and can Terra Dark. I think that's a really smart decision he just made. If that was intentional, which I'll give him credit for saying that's what he was going for there, fuck, that was a good play. Now, if I'm Goof Meek in this situation, I'm not going Mega Mawile because he can out-priority me. I'm also not going Registeel because this thing tends to have fighting type stab. I'd be looking for something fast. I'd be looking for my Sandy Shocks, forcing him to use his priority Bullet Punch. Sandy Shocks takes that fine. Yeah, E-Speed, that's nothing. And so the Lucario goes down. So now Goof Meek is up 2-1, but his team is in shambles. 30% on the Registeel, 28 in Paralyzation on the Mawile, 64 on Latios. Chandelure's dead, but his 2 Photosynthesis mons are still kicking, and they're doing great. And when we look over at Murph, his Latios is not doing good either, but his Pinsir and his Fluttermane are at full. But he's down an extra 2 Pokemon, and his Great Tusk is on its absolute last leg. Gets a big ol' KO on the Latios. Ooh, you did not want to switch in there, Goof Meek. Your best switch probably would have been the Registeel. It's not doing anything for you for the rest of this game. And then you're looking to get in, you know, your priority Pokemon. Like, Mawile still has so much power that it could just, like, Sucker Punch and Bullet Punch through the Black Dog's team. But the question is, does Goof Meek know that? Does he see that this option is here for him? I don't think so. And it's really risky to play too early, because he's only going to be able to get to come out on these Stealth Rocks 2 more times. And that's assuming he takes no damage from the rest of this. And with Pinsir still at full health, it's likely running something like Aerialate boosted Quick Attack, which will kill the Mega Mawile. So we need to handle the Pinsir if we want to win this game. So we do have Sandy Shocks. I don't think that's faster than a Mega Pinsir, though. But with its resistances, it can probably deal with Pinsir. I think this just gets like close combated or headlong rushed into oblivion. Thomas says, Brute Bonnet is going to save the game on God. We'll see about that. Brute Bonnet's not bad. I honestly don't have a lot of personal experience with it. It's like a more offensive Amoonguss, which is interesting, I guess. What's its typing? It's like Dark Grass. Yeah, it's losing to the Pinsir and it's losing to the Fluttermane. I'm not seeing it actually really helping here. It does kind of match up nicely versus the Great Tusk. Yeah, oh my god. Holy shit. Great Tusk has so much tonk on him. That's crazy. Yeah, you see them in the chat there and say, bro, holy shit. Yeah, it's tough. Like, you don't expect this thing to be so tanky, but it's kind of a little mini Landorus Therian. You don't know what it has. It's so tanky. You can EV invest it anyway. And it's just going to hit you with fucking Earthquakes, and you have to deal with that. Trying to Volt Switch on ground types. Alright, this game is locked. There's no saving yourself after that move. The second game this week I'm seeing where I'm just like, are you throwing? We watched a Goldengo Thunder Wave into a ground type like 4 or 5 times today. And I just couldn't help but feel like he's throwing the match. Now this, yeah, Brute Bonnet's about to just get destroyed with a big Aerialate boosted attack right here. So I'm going to pay to see this. 1-hit KO for sure. And then I'm going to hit up Tylord and see if he's comfortable playing our match early. Hit up Tylord, ask him if he's ready. GG, GG. Look at that shiny, shiny, shiny Pinsir. It's very cool. Let's get this on. So, he's asking me if we're waiting for anyone. No. So, leads. Alright, guys. You want to see some stupid-ass shit I'm doing this week? Tylord plays a fast game. I play a slow game. And I could not play slow in the face of this Marshadow who can just pick apart anyone on my team. So I have decided we are going to try and play even faster than Tylord. I'm heavily leaning, or considering, leading with this Choice Banded Landorus and clicking Explosion first turn. That's what I want to do. But I think we're going to go Iron Moth here. We get Energy Ball on this. Hopefully it lets us just get the KO right away. It's probably going to be some Terra nonsense. Maybe we just U-turn and scout what Terra type it is. Because this is something I would love to, like, kaboom off the field right away. He's faster than me. Okay. I need to prevent this somehow. Okay. We'll put a Reflect up to prevent Marshadow from coming in right away. Then we could Chilling Reception something. Because he's probably going to Freeze Dry, and that's okay to do. He goes into the Moth. We have a couple of answers for this. We have Rock Slide, Arctos ult. And that's what we're going to do first. We're just going to drop the slide on it. And that's like 4 times effective, so he's going to switch. And that's fine. So you get the rocks up here. Go Mismagius. He gets rocks up. Okay. We'll try an Energy Ball. Interesting. Go into my Garganackle. It's Spadef, Garg. Holy shit, I lose this, don't I? This is not KO, nothing. There we go. Okay, watch the Giga Drain come in. We go Iron Moth. And the Salt Cure is still active. His screens are down. He is faster than me. What is that hidden power typing? What the shit is that? What is that? I really don't see how I'm supposed to deal with this. Okay. Oh, fuck, I'm so stupid because that Giga Drain. Fuck, man. I should have seen that coming. I'm so stupid for letting him do that. This is game, isn't it? Can I tank this? Do we think Fiery Dance KOs? God damn it, man. This is game. This is totally game. Fuck. How does that heal so much? Is that like Big Root or something? That's game. I'm fucking pissed. Come on, just KO me. GG. Alright. Fuck. Right, the Celesteela comes out on the rocks to immediately get KO'd. The Thwackey, unable to do damage to the Clodsire, is surprising until it goes Terra Grass for its Leaf Storm. I have never seen a special attacking Thwackey before, and I find that really fucking cool, if I'm being honest. As Rabasca, this is huge. Rabasca is the revival Pokemon. It might be able to... Oh my god! Rabasca was trying to revive one of the teammates, but it gets knocked off, preventing the revive to happen. And now it's just down to the Houndstone to try and clean up the rest of this match. Takes huge, huge damage, but the Last Respects is more than enough to KO. If the Thwackey can KO the Houndstone, it's game. And it does. If that Tyranitar came in and set Sand, Houndstone could have been a huge problem. The game wrapping up with a 2-0 score. GG to Hazy. Let's see if we have any other good replays from this week. All right, we're watching Hector versus David. Says, heads up, I'm an asshole. Not I'm an asshole. Okay. So Grimmsnarl starts off the taunt, prevents Zapdos from setting the rain the way it wants to. So he just Volt Switches out as Grimmsnarl gets up his Light Screen and then parting shots out into Cerule Edge versus the Ferrothorn, which is a great matchup. Can he take advantage of it? Looks like Cerule Edge is running Flash Fire instead of the weak armor set that I would have leaned towards. Kingdra's taunted, it doesn't mind, it's a special attacker. But Dracovish is easily able to tank that Hydro Pump. And now David is locked... What? Oh, the Outrage doesn't lock him in because Screamtail is immune, so David gets a little lucky there with that click. Outraging a little too soon into the matchup. The Claydol immediately gets liquidated and just faints right away. As Grimmsnarl starts getting up the screens again, setting up some defensive moves. Gets both screens up, but this Swampert is just tearing through the enemy team. We still have one more turn of Trick Room. Can it KO? Whoa, 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 whoa. Indeedee was faster than the Pert? Why was Indeedee faster than the Swampert? Okay. These guys need a lesson in team building. There's no universe a Indeedee should ever be faster than a Swampert. I mean, I guess, but not a Mega Swampert in Rain. Definitely not. We get down another taunt. I don't think the Swampert cares about being taunted. Swampert is just tearing a hole through this team the size of a school bus. Dazzling Gleam doing considerable damage. Hey, Dad. Dracovish comes in. Hopefully it finally gets a Vicious Rend off. It does, and David starts taking pieces from the enemy team. So all he needs to do is click Vicious Rend. His number one counter is this Ferrothorn, and it's still taking 51%. Now, is this a Leech Seed Protect set? It's not. So Dracovish gets to continue to go off for a little bit longer. As the Urshifu comes in. Honestly, I don't see how David doesn't win this game. How does this Melmetal not just win? He should just be Iron Bashing, right? He Thunder Punches. Got it. Yeah, I think if you Iron Bash there, I think you win the whole game. Yeah. You just use electric type attacks into a ground type twice in a row. And that locked it up. But if you double Iron Bash there, you had won the game. You had actually been doing very, very well and stayed competitive in that match. But you just choked right at the end. That's all that was. Well, you're about to see that Dugio is, in fact, Dugio. Leads Genesect versus Darmanitan. It's hard to tell who's the favorite. I think most people would say Genesect, but again, Darmanitan has the Flare Blitz, which Dugio just revealed. Era switches into the Mandibuzz as the freaking Darmanitan just suicides. This match is moving so fast. Altaria actually looks great in this matchup. If it had a little more special attack, it maybe could have handled the Orthworm, but instead it's just getting heavy slammed. That being said, it's done enough damage to the Orthworm that it's not going to be able to set up a substitute now. And oh my god, the Aegislash doing just enough damage, it can still probably kill the Mandibuzz. As he lets the Mandibuzz roost. See, he did 12% damage. The Mandibuzz had 10% damage left. If he just clicks Shadow Ball, he gets the kill there. Instead, he lets it live, lets it roost its health back, and now he's chipping away at the Orthworm. who is way tankier than I realized. What is that thing's defensive stats? I have no idea. But he gets a KO. Now it's 2-1 in Era's favor, as the Shadow Sneak hurts the Armarouge, but it seems like it was expecting it. Gets a defense drop and a speed boost from the weak armor. Now it's got a special defense drop from the armor cannon. Yep. And now if he can just touch the Armarouge with any neutral move, it should die. Its defenses are so weak. I looked at the Orthworm stats. It's got 145 defense and 70 HP. That's very good. As now this Armarouge is just chunking through the team. What is Arm Cannon? Oh, it's 120 base power, and the only drawback is a special defense drop. Holy crap. Off 125 attack. Jeez. That thing's way stronger than I realized. Now the Annihilate is in, and it just gets Tapu Lele'd. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, guys. Disappointing week of matches. I didn't see anything super exciting. So, thank you and have a good day, everyone.